Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Lavelle. Today, we're going over second song off of the album 28, To Run. This is a song I actually made like 7 or 8 months ago. I had a whole song written. It was going to be on my previous album. I scrapped it. I didn't like it. And then I came back to it probably about 5 months ago, and I completely cut the song in half, kept the beginning of it, and completely did something way different for the ending part of the song. It's a two-piece song, I would say, with a middle transition that goes right into the end of the song and ends everything off exactly the way I wanted it. When you talk about To Run, it's all about longing for that specific place that you can go to every time you're going through something. We all have different outlets. We all have different things that we might do when, when life gets hard, or when the thoughts get too much, or anxiety's getting you, or you're getting depressed based on certain things that you might have that happen to you in life that you might not expect. So that immediately is captured when the song first starts.
If there was a place to run, don't you think we'd all go? It's hard to escape when life seems furlough. If it was easy, everyone would do it. So I suggest you say
easily my favorite entrance. Just the way it sounds, the way it flows, just gets right into the song. And then I hop right on it, reiterate everything, and just go through the whole feeling of like longing, of just finding that safe space that you can go to when things do happen for you. Not in a sense like I just want to run away from everything that's going on in life and stuff, even though I do sometimes. It's really all about being confident and like securely finding that space that you actually can go, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, in conversation, therapy, all that kind of stuff. If and when you can find that specific place, everything begins to slow down. Everything starts to make a little more sense than it might have before you haven't, been able to discover that specific place that works best for you. I think it's really important to have something like that, because if you don't, you're kind of just going to be stuck in a circle over and over again, to where you don't really know what to do, or you can't really find the specific outlet that might work best for you to run to hide to, in a sense. After the first couple lines within the song, I do go over some things regarding the African American race, and I wanted to throw some of that stuff in because being an African American is so much harder than you would expect. It's like the outlook that we have in the news, entertainment, Hollywood, all that stuff. It's portrayed to be so negative, or like so secluded, and there's so much more to it that I believe in, and that I would say we have the potential to show that. With all those negative things happening, sometimes it feels hard to stress that and stuff like that. So I've started to find little ways to put that in the songs in order to give people more knowledge, friends, family, or anybody else that might be listening that might not know. If it's said by someone that they can relate to, then they're going to start to understand it, and maybe even want to branch off and do research themselves and just try to figure out, what it is that we go through, because it's crazy. Word for word, basically say in the song that I don't watch the news because it messes with my brain. And it's crazy because whenever I do watch the news, it's always about a young woman or young man did this or passed away or da-da-da, all that stuff. They never say the person's name. And it's like, how can you talk about someone passing or something negative happening to somebody, but you don't personalize who they are? Like young man, young woman, that could be anybody. I don't know why it always just really pisses me off when I do come across the news and I hear that stuff. Is because we all have things that are going on, and I feel like it's wrong to not specifically say someone's name. Like, it's just so small, but it just really, really bothers me. With the whole African American thing, I touched on the fact that we used to hang by the rope, caught us smoking dope, because that stuff was planted in our neighborhoods. If you're in a neighborhood full of African Americans, and every single turn at the block or up the road, down the street, all that stuff, you got liquor stores, you got tobacco shops and stuff like that. How do you expect people to get out in that environment if you just keep putting all that negative stuff in the environment? A lot of that has been created, and that's why we have so much black on black crime, because they're just literally in that area full of negativity. I'm not saying that's the only reason. I'm just saying that's a big thing that I've been considering, just at least from the outside looking in, because in my life it's been predominantly white neighborhoods, and it's so much different being in this environment that I'm in now to that environment. It's sad, honestly. It really is sad. For me, it is hard to relate to because I haven't really had experience growing up in those environments. And I'm not saying or condoning that anything they do in those environments is right. I'm just saying that when you really look at it, like, that is how it is. The gentrification and all that stuff that you learn, that's true. Like, it's not a lie. That really is a fact, and it's crazy. A lot of my songs are about bringing things and concerns to light that I have and that I know other people have too, but they might not know how to say it. So that's really the whole gist of my music as a whole. Fast forwarding to the end of the song, this is one of the first songs where I try to create an atmosphere. It goes into the last part of the song that just, like, that transition noise goes, get right into the last bar. When you listen to the beginning of the song to the end of the song, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what my goal is with every single song that you listen to off of my album, off of my singles, off of my EPs as well. I want you to understand exactly what it is that I'm doing on each song, and I feel like I did that with the song. Next song that we will be going over in the Explain It series off of the album 28 is 3/5. That'll be part 3, and I look forward to seeing you guys there.
Found a place to run. Would you drop everything and come? If I took a left turn when I should have turned right, would you call me a rebel? I'm just a young boy trying to skip a pebble, trying to solve a puzzle
with no nose,
with no hope. Used to hang us by the road, then caught us smoking dope, pushing hard like an envelope. How they expect us to cope?